Welcome back to Weg's Garage. So last week was pretty exciting. We finally got our 1964 Triumph TR4 started and running, and we took it for its first drive. So if you have not seen that video yet, I will put a link here somewhere. So go check that out. It's a pretty fun video. Yeah, check it out. So today we're going to be talking about everything we found that is wrong with this car after our first drive. Stay tuned. Alright, first thing, oil pressure. So, first thing we noticed in the cab here, our oil pressure gauge did not come off of 0, which could be really bad, obviously. So, but what we're thinking, we did replace the line to the oil pressure gauge, so we're thinking there might be some air in that line. So we're going to try taking the line off and see if we can get all the air out and see if that pumps it up. If not, there's a few other possibilities. Could be a bad gauge, could be a couple other things too. So we'll be digging into that here probably today. It's really high priority, obviously, so we'll be checking on that. Number 2, belt squeal. Right, so we noticed that when we accelerate, we get a lot of squealing out of our belt, so I'm thinking maybe there might be a slight misalignment here on this pulley, maybe to the alternator, so we might do some tweaking on that. We also noticed a lot of rubber around there. I'm not sure if that's normal for a new belt or not, but seems like a bad sign. Next issue. Overheating. We had a lot of problems with overheating. So either we got some air in this cooling system or something's going on. Could be like the timing off or something like that. So we got a lot of things we need to check on there. Obviously it was running pretty rough, so the timing being off is a very good possibility as well. So we'll be checking on that. No idle. Basically, every time you let off the gas, like to shift gears or come to a stop, we weren't getting any idle. So a lot of possibilities there too. I mean, these carbs are old, probably need some adjusting. The ignition system could really use a tune-up. We'll be working on all that as well. Kind of goes along with the next one, which is wrong ignition coil. So the ignition coil that's on this car, which is right over here, is a ignition coil for a ballasted ignition system, and our ignition system is not ballasted, so it's kind of got the wrong ohms. It works, but it's probably going to burn up the coil, and it's probably not helping any of our idle rough running kind of issues, things like that. Alright, so we're obviously going to be working on fixing those mechanical things. It's pretty high priority to make sure we got this thing in tip-top shape running. So, what is next for our Triumph TR4? Well, our next milestone comes on July 26th. This is when our town has their kind of annual cruise-in car show type of thing, and I don't think this car is going to be perfect by then. However, we have been saying for years that we're going to have this car to drive around on cruise night. That's July 26th. It's a pretty good time. We get a lot of cars here from all around the area. I'll cut to some footage here if I found some. So it's a really good time. So we want to make sure we got this thing running, looking a little bit better. So we got to get a few other cosmetic things done. Probably get, I mean, there's all kinds of bolts missing on the body. The windshield would be nice. Windshields are good. So probably maybe get a hood on. I don't know. A lot of things like that. We're just gonna try and get it in kind of rough running shape so we can cruise around, have a good time. Thanks everyone so much for watching. It means a lot to have everybody following along. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe so you always get the latest videos. And we will see you next time.